This is my video 3 on the injured spirits. I was just saying that I am a man who intends to spend the rest of my life with a grounded woman, one who will carry the title of my wife all her life, one who is willing to adopt my surname and leaves her family surname to adopt my surname and become my wife. I was brought up with a sense of possession. I know it's criminal now, but I was born with a sense of possession. My father and my mother and my parents, my uncles, my family, my culture believe that when somebody is your wife, she is your wife. Modern life says no. The word "my" is just used, but to remove the sense of possession. But to my surprise, the person who is supposed to be called my wife shall be willing to run our household in our own way without anyone being able to penetrate our household or stand as an inspector or come to check how we live, how we communicate and everything. That's the woman I intend to spend my life with. For someone to say I fight women, show me the evidence, true, honest evidence, because all my life I've been trying to find a woman to spend life with. Never have I beaten them. All these things which are said about me only surfaced after my gullible partner was penetrated by the City Council of Swansea. Before that, she was a happily married woman. We were doing things together. She was exactly what I'm saying, what I'm reading out here. We were together until she was told, go. And she went. Say he did this, and she said it. Say he did this, and she said it. Some of the things, when you say to the police, they have to be proven. The police take your phone and look things that she's saying against what she says when she's sending you things and different things. But anyway, what the injured spirits, the business which the injured spirit have to accomplish, has to be accomplished even without evidence. They say you can't question. Check my children. No evidence. Took my children with her on claims that I'm abusive. Whatever she said about me should be like that. No question. I mustn't ask her. Actually, asking her is another abuse. You imagine? Asking her is another abuse. What a world we live in. I am envisaging a woman who must be willing to sacrifice all the pleasures and dedicate together with me her daily life in raising our children, empowering them for the future. You know how much science is needed in raising children on a daily basis, empowering them for the future, giving them examples, behaving ourselves in a manner which is exemplary to our children, because they learn from us how they are going to handle their own families. If the daddy is abusive and aggressive and threatening mommy and lifting his hand like this to say, I will beat you, and mommy runs to a corner with the children in fear of being beaten by this aggressive control man, the children will learn that from you being a daddy. I never saw that happening in my family. Not in my family. Never. I've never lived with a family like that, where a father would lift his hand like this and the children would run at a corner together with their mother, fearing for their lives in a place they call home. And she, my gullible partner, was told by the injured spirits to say that to the police as part of the charges, that I would lift my hand like this, and she and the children would know that I'm about to beat them, and she would run to the corner with the children, with the children, son of a pastor. You see what I say when I say we teach our children never to lie, never to spread a rumor, because that little rumor you spread, they write it on book and on paper and put it as a record about this man. You found him innocent. You found him as a very innocent man when you met him. He was very innocent. He had no criminal record. He had never lifted his hand to beat anyone. He had never beaten anyone. See, you lived with him for 12 years. You claim that he lifts his hand and you run away with the children. That record goes. That's his record. You have destroyed him by use of a lie. Because you want 30,000 pounds as an abused woman, a 6-roomed house, car. For how long? For how long? Temporary things for money? Lie about someone? Then that person gets put in a claustrophobic person. He has got health issues. They nearly kill him. Because what they do after that, you don't know. Men die over that. A guy died. This building, it houses people like him in the same situation. A guy died here. Some commit suicide. I don't want to tell you more because my children will watch this. What happened to me? Can't tell you. Because of a lie. Those women go back to tell you that not only he's lying to you, because they went back when I told her what happened to me. She said they went back to tell her, no, he's lying. Actually, he's being put in a place which is like a hotel. That's what they told her. Like a hotel, he's well looked after. Don't worry about him. Because the time came, because she comes from a good family, Christian family. At some point, she looks at the intensity of punishment which is being meted on me. She remembers where I met her, how we met, how I am, how I've always behaved. At some point, some Holy Spirit will visit her and this is exactly not what I wanted to do. She at some point she said to me, you know what? I told them to release you from the police cells at 12 o'clock. I don't know why they didn't release you at that time. She thinks she has become king. A king who can say to the police, go and arrest him. Now, at my orders, release him. She thinks she has become king. She does not know that the sentence she has put is the sentence they put in the books, and it's the sentence which destroys the family permanently, not temporarily, permanently. Because she is gullible, she comes from Africa. She thought it's the African police, African police, you can tell them lies. You can tell them, oh, put him in jail. Okay, now, release them. Minister of Police. She thought she could control the police. Tell them when to release me. Tell them when to arrest me. So she wanted me to say thank you. Because you told the police to release me at 12 o'clock. Thank you, you were kind. For what? Why was I arrested? Over a lie. Yes. it is true. I confess, I don't hate women. I'm not a woman hater. Never saw it from somewhere else. It's a creation by injured spirits to destroy me and my children and my partner, as it has happened now. I envisage to spend the rest of my life with a woman who must be willing to endure the harshest pain in life. And I recognize that the harshest pain you can possibly go through in life, one which is number 2 from death. I envisage to spend my life with a woman who is willing to do that. This is the pain of delivering our children at the maternity ward. I have seen that with my partner. I know the pain because I spent all the time with her there for our children when our children were being born. That pain is next only to death. So birth and death have this equal pain. Birth and death have equal pain. Unfortunately, it's women who have to go through this, leaving me wondering why someone who really chose to endure so much pain 3 times, the pain which is next to death, endured it 3 times for me. And I was there to see for myself. That's how I valued her. That's why this hand would never touch her to beat her. Never. Respected her for what I saw her doing. Even if it was not that, I never was where I don't have a history of beating women. But for business, for a team of injured spirits who had just come to fetch my partner and turn her into an injured spirit also, told her to say those things to the police so that her case would have gravitas. It is from the gravitas of her case that she would be able to earn that amount of money and get a big house and she probably even didn't get everything, all those things. They just destroyed and kicked her out. It's possible. But what I know from all the other men that I met where I was rendered homeless, the women were given money, 80,000, things like that. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, with the men that I was with, 2 of the women later, one of them committed suicide. She died. Regret. Because of what you do, the lies you told. And the other one, unfortunately, died of cancer. She developed a cancer soon after that. And they say, hey, the husband was very bad. That's what the divorce manufacturers say. The husband was a very bad man. So this lady succumbed to cancer because of this. Not everything will I believe. It is possible that that lady who died of cancer was like my partner. Someone who, after this whole divorce thing was done, she went in her own place with a nice place, spacious place given, and everything, money given. And she spent the little life that she had thinking and weighing the value of money that she has been given versus the honest, innocent man that she had lied about. Lost Because these divorce manufacturers, what they do, if you look in their website, they also have a website to source men, dating agencies. Same website which tells you women or organization, what, and this facing the challenge, we help you with autistic children. Same website also provides men, those men who are looking for women for short time, men for short time and things like that. You get one, you try. If it's not good for you, you leave. If you think it's good for you, you keep, and things like that. Think of an African, the perception of a husband in Africa, and how you are supposed to source a husband, and the respect and warmth of how it is perceived in African terms, as compared to this culture that we do not know. A culture of angry women who are vengeful because of what happened to them with their husbands, who I have no relationship with. I have never given those women any problem. I don't know them. I don't even know how they came into my family to make all this. She surrendered herself to them, and they delivered this as justice. So this one lady whose husband I was with at a homeless place where we are always rendered, because they take you out from your family, from your children and wife as an aggressive man, put you in jail. After that, they put you somewhere where you will be homeless for 2 to 3 months, homeless, and you actually have no address. You are a homeless person, homeless. The homeless people that you see. That's what they do. It's civilization in the West. Civilized countries. How they protect women from men like me. Aggressive, control behavior, bad men. You can't say son of a pastor in nice house. You can't say that. No, it's a bad man. One who lifts his hand like this, and the wife runs to a corner with the children, afraid of being squashed by this aggressive man. The pain of giving birth to children with a person that you don't like. This I'm talking to you married women who probably now take, because in a marriage, sometimes we take each other for granted. After a long time, after 20 years, 30 years together, 10 years, we end up taking each other for granted. But let me tell you, when you have lost him and you look elsewhere for something else you think is better, they tell you there's a better perfect man somewhere there. I've already told you that if your mommy, when you were 20 years old, 15 years old, you were not agreeing with your mommy, your own mother. There were things you were not agreeing with your daddy. There were things you were not agreeing with your friends. There were things you were not agreeing with. Then comes this man. You are looking for a man with whom you will agree everything. You will find out then that no one will think exactly what you are thinking at that time, and you always agree. And no one. You will be chasing vapor, chase the wind, thinking that there is something better. New love, let me tell you, new love is a spark every day for everyone, not only for a man, not only for a woman, for everyone. If I got a new love now, sparks every day, new love. But in a family, something called a family, in my church they say, to have and to hold. If you only have and you can't hold, it doesn't work. You cannot start something called a family. You cannot be a wife. Don't waste your time. is to have and to hold. To have something and hold it at all times. Meaning at the times of poverty, you need to still hold. You already have him, but you must also hold. It takes two grounded, intelligent people to understand how life works. That's why some people spend all their lives being a mommy and a daddy to the children. The children grow up, go to universities and start their own families, and they still come back on Christmas and 3 times a year to visit mommy and daddy, very old mommy and daddy who married sometimes 70 years ago. Some families are like that. But that takes 2 intelligent people who are able to have and to hold. You ask those old women and they will tell you, no, he's not a perfect man. You ask those old men with their wives with whom they've spent 70 years together, they will no, he's not perfect. She's not perfect woman. She is perfect because I've told my mind that she is perfect. And she will say, he is perfect because I've told my mind that he is perfect. I ignore some of the things, some of these light things. I've seen a family that divorced for over a simple, useless, negligible thing. They will tell you that. And they will tell you it happens everywhere. And they will tell you they argue even more. Some even get beaten. Some women, married women, spend 70 years, they get beaten and they don't tell anybody. I'm not saying it's a good thing to beat women at all. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying in other families it goes like that. But they still have and hold, to have and to hold. For you to be like a locust, a small thing, you jump like a locust and you fly and you say, and I got advice now from white people. And you run, life destroyed over a rumor, and you were taught in your own African culture to endure all the pains associated with a marriage, because these pains are not only to a woman, they are to a man also. A man surrenders his freedom. All your friends, if you like beer, drinking beer, going everywhere, sports and everything, you stop all that and concentrate on this family. Together with your partner, you hold hands together and you look after and you raise these children. That's what we know. Not to listen to deranged, injured spirits who have got histories and different cultures from yours, and you think you've become white or something. Painful. Painful will never be accepted. You better be happy in your own skin. You will never be accepted. No one has ever been accepted. So you think you can take someone else's culture and adopt it and make it yours and fit in the family again and raise children, African children, in a normal African way? It's never possible. Business happens. Business happens every day. If you took a woman from Africa here in Britain and you told them if they tell a lie, they will get a house, £30,000 house, £30,000 cash, and a house, and get paid more benefits, child benefits, get support for. And by the time you're telling them, they have a husband who only has £30 in his pockets, can't manage, a poor husband from Africa who doesn't have a house, poor man from Africa, and they offer you, this is a divorce manufacturer, they offer you a 6-bedroomed house, and you're an African from a country which with people who only earn £1 a month, and they offer you 30,000 pounds cash, instant cash. You had a wife there with the 3 children, and would you really say no? Would you say no? Can't say no. You just chuck this useless thing, poor thing with 30 pounds in the pocket, and take 30,000 pounds and go to a 6-bedroom house with your kids. You get support and everything, quietness, protection, and things like that. Change the children's names, change their DNA, change their surnames. Live in a good world. Comes the age where you are turning 80, 90. You have no family in this country, no husband, no family. And if the children are grown up and the children remember what you did to their father, actually the children could end up saying, oh no, I think this is too much, because children, especially girls, they are a problem, because normally they know what mom is doing, and they end up saying, oh no, I want to go and live with my father, because they get told every day, you remember your father did this, things that they don't know, things that they have never seen happening, but they get brainwashed. That's why they take them away from you, so that they brainwash them. But when they turn 17, 18, 19, girls, they will remember that no. This thing here was cheated, is very dangerous, very dishonest, can put me in danger anytime. And to find children going back to their daddies. I've seen that. I've got friends who have got children who did that. Some don't even want to see their mothers again. See how difficult it is. The daddy will be having a new wife there, new brothers and sisters. And there you are, 80-year-old foreigner. No relative, no friend. Money finished. Okay, to the ladies who are married, I just want to ask you to respect him at all times, and he must respect you at all times, and keep your family. Naked came I from my mother's womb, and naked shall I go. Naked came you from your mother's womb, and naked shall you go. Money should never be used to divide you and destroy your family. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Endure all the pains. Try to discuss it and calm it down. Do not be influenced by injured spirits.